Good morning. Welcome to our stream today. Our top 16 creators for Vonza 2023.
Yes.
Yes, we are so excited. Don't mind us, we're looking down because we are sharing the broadcast and we invite you to share the broadcast as well. Oh, look at you getting all fancy and stuff. Hey, this is tech, so why not? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got a beach background. Is that where you prefer to be right now? At the beach resort?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Uh,
Well, our
can filter Instagram, to this.
many of our
All right,
volunteer
let's get started.
creators are creating that life for themselves, and they can work from anywhere because they use Vonza and they have allowed their businesses to operate online. So that is one of the benefits. You can do your business from anywhere in the world, on the beach, in a cave, wherever you want to be, at home or at your studio, what have you. You can be running your business because it's digital and it's online. And in this time together, we are going to be celebrating 16 of our top creators on the platform. They've been making impact, they've been making income, they've been rocking and rolling and shaking up the world with what they have. Each and every one of us. I think it was Dr. Vonza that said this, and I just been quoting it and acting like it's mine. But I first heard it from you, and you said God never gave everyone everything, but He gave everyone something. So we all have
Yeah.
something to give and to add to the world. And oftentimes we neglect it or we act like it's regular, but it's actually something that can really make an impact and make income for us. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking to our creators. Dr. Vonza, how you doing over there in that sunny,
I'm
beautiful
doing great.
That's
Yeah, but my lighting is not too good, but let's
okay.
make it
That's
work.
okay. We see you. It's looking
All
awesome.
right, so let's get started. So, are any of the creators
Okay.
on?
We're going to allow
Yeah, so,
time for them to jump on and we'll get them on the screen too. We're going to ask them some questions. We're going to find out what they do, right? And we're going to have a good time. Oh, oh, oh. Hey. Hello, hello. We got people in the chat. Good morning. Cool background. Yeah, that's what I said. Someone said I should leave you alone. What did I do now? Hello, Trisha. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Tola. Hello, Destiny. Hello. It doesn't have a name for you. It just says Facebook user. Aw, I would have called you out by name.
yeah.
Hello, other Facebook user. Hello, other Facebook user. Hello, Mental Escapes. That's a cool name. Um, Great morning, Rich Rising. Hello, hello, hello. Hey,
All
everybody.
right, so let's get started.
Let's
So,
let's
all
let's.
right, go ahead. You are the host, right?
I am the host. I have some folks. All right, we got Erica. Erica, are you ready? I don't see your there you go. It might have taken a little second, so that's all right. Bam. Good
Awesome.
morning.
Hello. Hi.
Good morning.
Hello, hello. One of our top creators, Erica Martin, guys. Let's welcome her.
And
Can
let me tell you guys, I'm not gonna keep this a secret anymore.
All
Erica
right.
Martin is one of my most favorite people on the earth. She's amazing. She's a marketer. Not just that, she is a really wonderful person. And there's just some people you just know that they are just amazing. And I know that 2024, like what God has for her in 2024 is going to blow our mind. I know 2024 is going to be a great year. So you guys pay attention to this woman because 2024, right, she's going to be all over the place. Like a price to work with her is going to triple. So if you need marketing, you need social media help, this is the person you need to tap with right now, because I know when December 31st hit, our price is going to quadruple. So this is the time to tap in with her, and that's why we're bringing these people to you guys, because some of you guys are sleeping on some amazing creators, and it's one of the reasons why we are lighting them is so that we can also expose them to more people, so that you all know that these are some really amazing coaches and creators you guys need to tap in with. And one of my second favorite, or one of my most favorite creators, Lanisha just jumped on too. Bourbon
Woohoo!
Buzz. These women are,
Hi.
make sure that when they start giving their social media following link or their Vonza link, you guys make sure you buy everything they got, because I know their price is going to double, triple, quadruple by December 31st. So you got 3 days to tap in with them and DM them, call them, go to their Vonza link, buy everything they got. So I'm really, really excited, guys. Sorry about my lighting is bad. I'm traveling. I'm in Florida, and I forgot to bring my light. So, but
We
a
don't
little
feel
bit.
bad for you because your
Sorry,
lighting is
I
bad
have to
and
fix
you're
this
in
up first.
Florida.
But I just want to
We
thank
don't
these
feel
women.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Also, too, sometimes we feel like creators are not recognized enough
Yeah,
for the
for sure.
great work they do. Like, do you guys know what it takes to quit a 9 to 5 and say you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a creator, you want to help people? It takes a lot of heart. It takes a special kind of person. In fact, it's very spiritual. Not everybody can do that. That when somebody step out of the boat, right, and start creating courses, coaching programs to help people. That's an amazing thing. So these creators need to be celebrated. And Vonza, this is just the beginning, guys. We want to do everything we can in 2024 to push you guys' brand, to push you guys' messages, to push you guys' courses, coaching programs. So you'll get ready. Like, we're going to roll big with you guys this year, because we are banking on you guys. You guys are not just the next big thing, but you guys are about to shake the whole place. So we are really excited as a community of Vonza to celebrate you guys. So everybody, before I let Dr. Faith take over, because she's the host, 'cause I don't trust my Wi-Fi because I'm out of town. So everybody, share this one more time. Share it, everybody. Share it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on YouTube. Share it everywhere real quick before we get started. Dr. Faith, over to you.
All right. Well, listen,
I
we
think you're frozen. Dr. Faith, your Wi-Fi is not very good. I think you're frozen.
can y'all see me? I'm doing my hand movements. Okay. All right. Awesome. So
You're
listen, let's go ahead and
frozen.
you can see. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have a couple of questions I want to ask you guys. And for those of you that are tuning in, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
Wi-Fi
several.
is bad. I think you probably need to. Your Wi-Fi is bad. I think you should get on your, what's it called now?
Is it my Wi-Fi or is it your Wi-Fi? Because everybody else isn't complaining. It's just you.
It's his Wi-Fi.
Okay, maybe. Oh, it's mine. Okay, all right. So I'll be quiet now. You guys go ahead.
It is Wi-Fi. Yeah. Okay. Um, So what I wanted to say was we're streaming on several different platforms at the same time. If your Wi-Fi is, needs a little help, don't worry. We can all see and hear. Awesome. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. So I want to ask our creators just a couple of questions. You guys just chime in, let us, answer the questions. And those of you who are tuning in, please do yourself a favor. One thing that I always do, even if I'm invited to speak and I'm overseas, I'm international or I'm domestic, I never step into the room like I know everything. I never tune into a live like I know everything. I know what I know, but there's stuff that other people know, and there's experiences that other people have that I just can't have. And so as I'm listening, I have notes, I have a pen, I have a paper, and I'm just jotting things down because somebody else's story, it may not be mine, but I can gain inspiration, I can gain momentum, I can gain motivation, all the things. So definitely, as we're listening in, be sure to tap into what's being said because you can't, yeah, absolutely, guys, because you just cannot tell what someone will say that will just be that aha and flip the switch for you. So, ladies, as we have, if others come on, some of the creators, I'll add them onto the screen as well. And we're going to just have fun and just tag team back and forth. But one of the things that I always like to ask other entrepreneurs and creators is why? Why did you become a creator? I always love to hear what other people, what moved someone else. So whoever wants to start, Lanisha, Erica, let us know.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Um, I I never really classified myself as a creator. It just kind of happened because I'm sharing my knowledge that I've accumulated over time to help other people, and it just kind of turned into, oh, I like making reels and I love doing live videos and posting things. So it just kind of happened, but um I'm really passionate about helping moms, helping them realize that they
Mhm.
don't have to keep putting themselves on the back burners, that they can have the lifestyle that they really want. They don't have to, settle for a mediocre 9 to 5 that's unfulfilling simply because they have their kids to take care of. You can make income through doing things that you're passionate about, and most likely you'll make more income than you were making at that 9 to 5 that you were at,
Yeah.
doing something that you enjoy. So if I can get that message out to as many moms as I possibly can through my content creation, then that's my mission.
That's awesome. And I love that you said that you didn't really classify yourself as a creator. You just liked doing certain things. And you just did it, which a lot of times we feel like, oh, I have to have this super crystal clear and I have to understand it and I have to know the next thing. Just do something. Just start. Just put something out there and see what lands. Erica, what about you?
So, yeah, I mean, I love that answer. I think that's amazing. So, I started in marketing when I went to college for marketing. So, my journey
Okay.
was 25 years ago. And I've always been in marketing. I worked for Target Corporation for 10 years. And then I decided that that wasn't what I exactly wanted to do. I knew I was meant for more. So, I
Mhm.
went off and started becoming an entrepreneur. I created my first business that was a B2B, and I sold that within a year. And then I was like, okay, what's next? I need to do something else. So started in creating marketing for businesses, and I saw this need that there was a major gap of what did business owners, what do they have time for? What do they understand when it comes to marketing? And how do I get them to, implement it into their business? So within the gap, I found business owners, some of them want to do this themselves. I mean, I have clients and some of them want to work one on one, but others want to just do this for themselves and they don't know where to turn because
Mm.
this is a noisy world. And they don't know, what's right, what's wrong. So I created my program, and it's going to rebrand next year. And this is 100% because of Dr. Abraham. I followed his advice, and he's like, okay, and so the marketing school is going to launch in January. So it's going to be, yeah,
Yay!
and it's all because of you guys. It's hosted on Vonza, and it's the most amazing platform ever. I can do everything on one platform. But I knew that there was a gap. So
Mhm.
I created my program now, which is going to evolve into marketing school. And it's going to teach business owners how to create their own marketing. Yeah.
I love that. So
Wow.
okay, your Wi-Fi looks good. Go ahead, Doc.
Now I was like, that is wonderful. So can you share more on what to expect in marketing school? And what's the end result? What will people get inside marketing school?
Right.
Mhm.
So I've been teaching and coaching people for probably the last 7 years. And basically, like, I see a pattern of what are business owners, what do they want to know? What do they want to learn? So marketing school it's going to be it's little schools broken out. So you can learn how to become a social media manager. You can learn how to convert on social media, specifically TikTok and Instagram. Um, and then there's going to be a whole AI division of how to create marketing using AI and ChatGPT. So this is
Ooh.
stuff I've already implemented and is I'm currently teaching. And
Mhm.
I know it's converting for my audience. And I wanted to have that base before I launched marketing school. So it's going to be exciting. So the end result is there's different levels or different, not even levels, different courses and schools that you can enroll in. And you're going to walk away as a business owner understanding exactly what you need to do to make sales and convert online.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
Lanisha, okay, let me just say this because Dr. Vonza said this earlier. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
No, it's not because I already have a plan in place for my prices to increase January 1st.
There we go. Let's go. Because you're helping moms to is it that you're helping moms like have a side hustle, or are you helping them get off of their 9 to 5, or you're helping them to just start a business altogether?
So I do have a actual course for those that are interested in starting a side hustle. But the Moms That Boss Inner Circle works with moms who already have a online business already established. Maybe they're
Mhm.
in the beginning stages, or they've been doing it for a little while and they're ready to take it a lot more seriously. That's what the Moms That Boss Inner Circle is, where we come together. You get coaching, you get that networking, you get that community, and then I teach you how to actually automate your online business to attract more customers, to get more sales. So, of course, you can start living that lifestyle that you want. And I work with you in this mastermind for an entire year, because I know the
Automate your
challenges that I
online
personally
business to
had.
attract more customers, to
Um,
get more sales. So
oops,
of course you can
I
start
can
living
hear
that
someone.
lifestyle that you want. And I work with you in this mastermind for an entire
I
year.
can hear like myself talking.
Yes, I do too. I think when I add people, we have to make some
Yeah,
modifications.
yeah. You
Okay.
can add people, but they just have to turn down their device so that we
Oh,
can have
their
Okay.
more people.
device. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, so yeah,
All right.
turn down your device, guys, and then I'll add you onto the stream.
Yeah. So while we do that, everybody go ahead and share right now across all the different platforms. We have 23 people watching live. Let's get to at least 50. So everybody go and share one more time because these creators,
Okay.
they about to give you like some really, really important game and playbook that can help your business to skyrocket in 2024. So let's see if
Yes.
we can get some other creators if they're on. Okay.
Yes. And it's interesting. There's a couple gems that Erica dropped earlier, really subtle, like, but she dropped a couple gems and she was talking about marketing. And she said before she started marketing school, she used her current clientele to test some of the things that she wants to do in marketing school so that when she does marketing school, she knows and has a pathway for them. I caught that. Caught that. Right? Because I think a lot of times people will say, oh, well, this part has to be perfect so I can start. No, just start. But then when you launch, you can test it out on those who have already said, hey, I believe in you. I trust you. Lead me, guide me. Right? So that's really awesome. See, I told y'all going to get some gems. I hope you have your pen and paper ready. And now we have Monica. Is it Monica or Monica?
Monica.
See? Yes.
Hello.
And she's one of our top 16 creators too for 2023. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. Sorry, I had some issues joining from my other device, so I
That's
just
okay.
arrived.
That's all right. It's technology. We figure it out.
Yes.
Yes, yes. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Dr. Vonza, did you have a question? Because I know you were on a flow too.
Yes, yes. Monica, how you doing today? Good to see you on live today. So can you share with everybody what you do?
Yes, sure. So basically, I help people with everything holistic. Um, the name of my business is due to a reason that I approach healing, transformation, and awakening from many different angles. So I work with kinesiology. Kinesiology is a very scientific based form of energy medicine. So it works with emotions. It helps people overcome trauma, anxiety, all sorts of emotional issues, but in a holistic way. So we
Mhm.
use psychology, but we also use energy centers. We also used sound healing. I also use meditation, and I'm a hypnotherapist as well. So I work at all levels. I work at the
Okay.
subconscious level, conscious level, and at the energetic level and spiritual level too. All of that to help the emotional, and the emotional then helps the physical. And in that way, I'm helping people in all stages in their process of getting better or achieving goals at that level. So that is what
Wa-
I do. And what I have done with Bonsa is put all my online courses, and 2024 is going to bring much more. I'm putting them there online for people to be able to access. I want to make it accessible because my private sessions are very expensive. So I
Mhm.
want to make the online available. That's why I do meet tier prices. I want to make healing, cutting edge healing, available to everyone from wherever
Wow.
they are and whatever their budget is, because a regression with me is $550, and it can't be any less a private session because it takes all day.
Wow.
Or
Come on.
at the space that's industry prices, yeah, or a kinesiology sessions is $220, and a person needs to have a few. And I'm making it in groups because I have seen patterns too. I have seen
Mhm.
Mm.
patterns. Someone suffers anxiety, usually which energy center, what's happening, there is disconnection from a spirit, there is trauma, there is this, there is that. So I have created themes so people can join the same session and work on a common theme, so people can afford this type of healing.
Mm.
Monica,
And
you said something.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh,
Because,
okay.
oh, wait, who's going first? You, me, you? Because I
Yeah,
have a
hold
question.
on 1 second because uh, I got to ask Monica a personal question. Maybe she
Okay,
can
go
help
ahead.
me, and hopefully it could help everybody else too. See, one of the things about entrepreneurship, right? A lot of people don't understand entrepreneurship. When you stay at it for a while, it changes your brain waves, your brain patterns, right?
Mm,
That's why when you become an entrepreneur for a long time, it's hard to go back to a 9 to 5 because your
mm-hmm,
brain patterns, your brain wave changes, right? So I've been studying a lot of entrepreneurs that are billion-dollar companies. One of the things I'm learning that a lot of them they spend time meditating every day,
mm-hmm,
and even
yeah,
artists too. Some of them they spend 1 to 2 hours a day meditation. So I'm trying to meditate more, right? And my goal is at least 1 to 2 hours every day. But meditation is one of the most painful thing for me because my mind is always going. Lanisha is laughing at me. My mind is always going, and I'm trying to keep my mind still for 15 minutes is hard, right? I rather run, jump, I rather eat jalapeno for 15 minutes straight than to keep my mind still for 15, 20 minutes. So I want to give me a free game right now that maybe it might help other people, creators, entrepreneurs on this. How can I still my mind or be able to meditate for at least 30 minutes to an hour? Because right now it's hard for me. I can't do it. After 10 minutes, I'll just I just start doing some other stuff.
Yes, I understand because I study many forms of meditation to be able to help many different people that are not necessarily meditators. Because I, when I was teaching yoga, I was working with people that were meditators. But now that I teach with people that have pain, sometimes they have physical pain and they can't sit like that. With people that are very busy. I have a background in corporate. Before I did all these 15, 20 years ago, I was an accountant, so I understand the other side of the brain too, the logic side of the brain. And
Mhm.
a lot of my clients are people that have that need help, that are in that world too, not necessarily corporate, but not super hyper meditators. So I found ways to help them not have to switch from a busy mind or a restless feeling
Yep.
right away to empty the mind, be all zen, because that is not possible. It's not possible to have that switch, that jump. So you need a medium, you need something. I use sound because sound, I have sound, a specialized sound
Yes.
that brings you to the right brainwave. That's one thing,
Mm,
and that's called tuning forks. So, and I also have singing bowls and chimes. So, sound calms the mind. There is no
Mhm.
reason process to immediately still the mind. It's first about having something to focus on. So I guide it. And this is not a silent meditation. This is a transformation process. We are working on shifting from one thought and concept to the other. So, for example, I work with things like it is safe to be myself because I'm working a lot with authenticity and true self, just to give you an example.
Mhm.
So, it's not a meditation right away. I start working with it's safe to be myself. And then I work with the energy center that has to do with that, that stores the issues with that. And using sound and the affirmations, it starts changing the brain waves, it starts shifting the person from the very busy, hectic to a calmer brainwave through the guided process and the sound. And that's how we work. And along the way, when there after a process of calming and shifting brain waves in a guided way, then I have a moment of silence for people. So that helps that transitioning. But it's really difficult to switch from a logical activity
Mhm.
right away to a stillness.
Yeah.
So that's what I have done too. I've made meditation, and meditation is not the only tool. I've made it accessible for people in that way, but that's not the only tool. I also do kinesiology. So in that's an additional thing that really creates shifts immediately. In
Mm.
kinesiology, when people come to the massage table, sometimes they come to me in panic. They come suicidal sometimes. They come in all states of mind. So the points that we touch, they don't always come in panic and suicidal, but they don't come because they are having an easy time when they come to kinesiology for a private session, right?
Mhm.
Very few people come because they just want to tune up. So when they arrive to the massage table, there are points in the body, and this is what we kinesiologists know. We have switches that you touch in combination with symbols, and that creates that is like a code that accesses your energy systems. So I'm using those switches in combination with the process of meditation and teaching people do this and touch this point, and I know that that immediately creates shifts. So that's why I combine it, because
Monica,
meditation alone.
yes, there we go. I have a question for you. So
Yes,
or okay, maybe it's not a question. Just want to point something out. You
yes.
said that people who have a hard time with meditation, usually, this is what I got and I gathered from what you said, usually it's because they're still in their logical frame of mind where they're, especially for entrepreneurs, you're solving problems, you're putting out fires, you're brainstorming, you're doing all of these entrepreneurial things and using that portion of your brain. Whereas with meditation, you need to shift to the other side of your brain. Yeah. And then that side allows for like calmness, regulating your vagus nerve and your systems so that creativity can flow and rest can flow. And then I've noticed personally that a lot of times people are always using the logic side of their brain but don't tap into the other side. But the other side is, I'll just, for lack of better words, easier to flow from, because you can have a solution that's just waiting for you to just calm down and tap into that other side, right? Versus like, how can I figure this out? How can I? And it's almost like just get calm, and then it just boop, 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 boop. All this stuff starts popping up. I know you're getting excited. I see it on your face, but we have another creator. Let me add her into the chat so she can get into this conversation. Lena! How
Hi,
are
Good morning. Good morning. How
you?
are you?
Welcome, welcome.
How are you? How are you? I'm excited to hear how we're having a very healthy dialogue, right, about why
Very.
entrepreneurs are very impactful. And so I can definitely hear and I know that 2023 we're going to finish strong and continue the 2024 year even better. So, absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is going so good, guys. I love this conversation. And Monica, you said something else too that I think is really good for everyone that's watching. Is okay. Someone said in the chat, classical music is good. Yes. Um, Tell me if you know anything about Baroque
Mhm.
music, which is really good for tapping into certain parts of the brain. They say that this is great music to play when you just have a baby so that their mind can be stimulated. And okay, here's the thing. I'm already excited. I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Vonza because when I get excited, I start chatting and talking a lot. There's a movie. I don't know if you saw the movie. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but essentially, Lucy, Lucy. Did you guys, has anyone ever seen that movie? No.
mm,
Yes. No. Okay.
No,
Yes,
I
I've
didn't see
seen
it.
it with Scarlett Johansson.
Yes. She
Oh,
was awesome. Oh, you like her, right?
Hmm.
She's a very I like her acting and I like her facial expressions. But in the essence of the movie was that there was this pill, right? That allows you to use the majority of your brain, because studies show that most people, that we usually only use about 10% of our brain. But in the movie, it was like this pill or whatever it was, this blue substance that when you ingest it, it allows you to tap into more facets of your brain. And the more areas of your brain that you tap into, you literally become like this superhuman kind of thing. If you haven't seen the movie, I suggest you see the movie. Okay. It's really good. But I think with the conversation that we were having with Monica, because we're very logical and marketing can be logical, but then there's also that creative part, right, where we can tap into certain facets of our brain and helping moms, and moms are always solving problems in the house and doing all of these things that we don't get a chance to flow in our creativity for our
right.
businesses. But that movie was like, there's so much more to us if we
mm.
can just tap into it. And there's no blue substance for us to go and look for and pay billions of dollars for. But we
There
do
are
have the power. Huh?
there are points in the body.
There are points in kinesiology. All right. There are points in the body we can tap into
Awesome.
and access
Oh,
our brain. Woo!
I
I
can
love this
Awesome.
combo. Dr.
Wow.
Garza, go
This-
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
all right. This is
see that
so good,
they
guys.
suddenly catch a breath and something shifts.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's really good, guys, because many times as entrepreneurs, right, we feel like, oh, we want to just make more money, we want to get more clients, but we don't know that success starts from the inside,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's who you are on the inside that will attract to you the kind of customers you want to have,
Absolutely.
right? When I
Yes,
was broke, I'm broke minded, I was attracting broke clients, right?
Mm,
Some people they selling high ticket
amen.
programs, but they don't have high ticket clients coming. Marketing strategies, websites, funnels, it's none of these things. Or they feel like, oh, it's features. We get all the time on Vonza. Why don't you guys have this feature? Why don't you guys? It's not feature. If the features already have 12 flaws, you're not already doing $100,000. Even if we give you 50 more features, it's not going to help you. It's not more
Right.
features. It's not a new fund. It's not a new landing page. It's not running more ads. It's not. It's not on your business. It starts on the inside. And once you grow on the inside, once you get more healthy on the inside, once you overcome those limiting beliefs, those thought patterns, it's going to bring money to you. So one thing is really get listening right now, like, oh, I just have so much money. Where are you going to make more money? Don't worry about the clients right now. Worry about you getting yourself together, right? I am supposed to be on a seclusion right now or getaway, right? Because as entrepreneurs, you can just keep giving, 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 and not take some time for you to receive, for you to heal, for you to restore, right? Then you just keep chasing money, but money's not coming, but you don't know why, right? So to every entrepreneur creator out there, there are two things I'm learning this year. One, daily meditation. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. And Monica just told us one easy way, which I'm going to try now. I'm trying to do silent meditation because my mind is always going, but it's hard because, again, you see why it's good to have a coach, everybody, right? Because I'm trying to figure out on my own. I couldn't, but she just coached me for the last 10 minutes and told me how to do it. Pretty much, you have to slowly get into it, get a medium, get a music or something to slowly get you to where your mind can be still. You can't just stop. But I was trying hard on my own, right? But when you get a coach or invest in mentorship, somebody can give you the shortcut to success. I hope somebody pick that up, right? So meditation and seclusion, right? It's two big things I'm learning this year, right? Taking time to meditate daily and taking time to just detach is for hours or for days, right? Very, very healthy and important. But we have the amazing Lina Mendoza. Yeah, she just joined. She's one of my favorite people too. And she are my friend Adeshaye. They are also business partners. They launching a community on Vonza for entrepreneurs called Cobo Tree. It's gonna be amazing. So Lina, tell us more about you and what you do.
Absolutely. So we both created, so myself and Addie both created Cobble Tree to really have an impactful ecosystem for entrepreneurs. And so why I say impactful is because, people are still coming out of COVID and they're trying to figure out what to do. They're on social media and in public. They're having they have their game face on, but their game isn't strong. And so they don't know what to do. They're asking for help. They want to scale and grow. Now that we have AI, things are just accelerated even faster. If
Yeah.
you're not using AI for your business, I highly recommend it. It is more than just your emails, but it's also about what tools are going to accelerate your business, and also really impact your clients, either your products and services. And so we have a master class where we have 5 courses to really help our entrepreneurs accelerate. So they're seasoned entrepreneurs and they want to get to the next level. And so what does that mean, right? And so so Monica's talking about meditation, and so people are like, well, I don't meditate, I don't need that, I'm okay. But have you start to learn the practice, then you start to learn like, wow, 10 minutes of my day, I'm learning to focus, increase my mental agility, and be able to have a different sense of peace. So imagine what tools do we have or not have, and we don't know how to use them. use them, right? So that's what we're providing in our ecosystem. It's also being able to tap people on the shoulder. So we had Dr. Abraham on our show. We have Success and Setbacks on LinkedIn, and so we have this show where we every week we feature top level entrepreneurs. And so there we had the top African American female real estate agent here in the state of California. We had the almost billionaire here in the Silicon Valley. And so it's really they're talking about the pains and also the promises they have been able to navigate towards, right? Because we always talk about the good, but we don't talk about the real ugly. And that's what really also sharing like the pain points to get to your level of success. What does it take? Also the mental fitness and like exercise or whatever those practices are, the consistency, the decision levels that you have to make, the commitment, and also the execution level. So that's what we're bringing to Cobble Tree is be really just experts in our community and also mentorship so that you can have that accelerated process. Because you think about how many times is on your entrepreneurial level, had you had a software, had you had someone tell you like, what I call your blind spots, barriers, or your breakthroughs, had someone helped you through that, then you might not have taken that 10 months or 10 years, right? You not have been stuck for even 10 minutes, but really tap someone on the shoulder for help for that. And that's how we're helping people accelerate through their process. So yeah, so we're very excited to be able to elevate entrepreneurs, especially those who really maybe not have that capital. So we're also bringing in resources for capital so that we have angel investors that can help accelerate your growth. So this is may not be where you can normally go to your traditional bank, but really understanding how you can access capital, successfully apply, and then be able to rev your business up.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so I have a question. This is for everybody. So we'll start with Erica, then Lanisha, Monica, and Lena, right? So the question now is, what is one thing, or it could be two or three, that you've learned the most? What was the one thing you've learned about entrepreneurship this year that you wish you knew 2 or 3 years earlier? Then everybody will just take turns.
Great question.
That's
Absolutely.
a,
So I would.
oh, you go
Please.
ahead, please.
I'll
No.
start with Erica, then
Oh,
Lanisha, then Monica, then back to Lena.
oh my gosh, that's a hard question. You were challenging me today. um, I would say, the biggest thing that I learned is just automation and figuring out how to, make sure my time is used on the right place. Like building the team, doing all of that. That's what I've learned. And I started with Vonza, and honestly, like I keep plugging it, but it's true because we are here because of Vonza. And when I found Vonza, I was like, okay, this is a tool I've been looking for. And I found that later last year, but within this year. And I would say just automation and overall putting people within my team on the right seat on the bus, because before it was just I was doing so many of the things. So now I feel like we're organized, we have a clear vision, we have a plan for 2024. So that's kind of what I went through this last year.
Wow, amazing. Automations and putting everything together, and of course, maximizing your Vonza platform. So, Lanisha, you?
Okay, so mine may sound bad at first, but I learned that I have to be way more selfish.
Wow, break that down now.
Yes, so I realized that like I always want to try to help everyone, and then I feel bad when I don't help, but I find myself spending too much time with the wrong people, and allowing me wanting to help everyone to distract me from my own goals. So, one of my biggest things for 2024 is I'm going to be selfish. No, I cannot help everyone. I'm focusing more on quality over quantity, and I'm going to start saying no way more.
That is amazing. I wish every entrepreneur would hear that. Because
Yes.
many times we just want to help, 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 give, and then we don't. Many times we just not focus on the quality. I think that's a really, really good one, guys. Somebody said, "Wow, yeah, that really resonated with a lot of people, entrepreneurs." So, Monica, what about you?
Okay, so I learned two main things. One is that even though there might be a formula that is shared with us as entrepreneurs on how to do this and how to get that started, I really had to learn to tap into my own inner resources and my own way. So, one of the things that I work with is called human design. I don't know if you have heard about it. Human
Mhm.
design shows you how you make decisions best in your own unique way. So I had to tap into mine and realize that for me is the moment of inspiration in just on the spot, and then I can go live and do something. If I try to be behind a camera talking to nobody, I get completely blocked. So I had to tap into my design, understand my design, and then tap into those resources that are part of my design. See how is it that creativity works for me? And then I did it that way. So I'm doing live events because when I do live events, I'm inspired. I need to be inspired. I need to have the people there talking to the people. So I learned just to find my own way. All the courses that I did were telling me to do it this way and that way and that way. And when I was trying that, I was getting blocked. So that's one thing that I did this year. Really
Wow.
find my way, because it works when I'm inspired and I have a big why with the people in front of me.
Wow.
Yes, that was the formula for me. So I'm doing live events. I get few people for my live events, and that's when I do my recordings. I make it very
Mm.
it's,
Wow.
it's not about the sales at that point.
Yeah.
Once I have recordings, I turn it into courses. I break it
Into
down.
courses.
And for
Exactly.
me,
Wow. Okay, that is amazing, guys. I don't know if you guys are picking what this
Super good.
amazing career are putting down. Which is what Monica just said was like you got to find your own way, which is amazing. Some people tell you just like I was even talking to Dr. Faith about this a few days ago. When I am, I'm creating courses too, and I've been struggling, because for whatever reason, I mean, I've done this for a long time, but I don't know why I'm struggling this season of my life with just having a camera by me, right? But if I'm talking like on a Zoom or I have people there or it's a live event, I'm a different person altogether. It's like I just feed off other people there, right? But with just me and a camera in a room, I'm not my best. So I was just talking to her about it some days ago. She said, okay,
Yep.
just pretend people out there, put photos. I said, I get it, but it's just not the same as when I have people there. So what she just said is amazing for some of you who are struggling to create your courses because a camera by you or a Zoom, you on Zoom is hard. Just get your mom, your dad, your friends, get like five people in your living room. Maybe you come out better with a live audience, right?
Mhm.
Record your live event, then chop it into your online course. So I hope somebody got that. That is amazing.
That's
But
really good.
Lena, what about
Yeah.
you?
These are really great responses, and I think this is what entrepreneurs need to hear, right? Because as each of these creators are sharing, I'm listening to it, and these are all things I've learned as well. But why I say that is because until someone comes into a problem, right, or what we call in business a pain point, they don't know that that is an opportunity, right? Like, oh, automation, right? Being able to say no, right, and to people who are just taking away your time. So I would say learning, probably the biggest learning curve for me was learning how to collaborate with the team, and then
Mhm.
really not and learning how to ask for help. And so learning how different people have different communication styles, different temperaments. Working at midnight, I work with people in different zip codes or different time zones, and so really understanding that. Also culturally, where are they more intense versus someone who's more kind of just relaxed. They work between 8 and 5, which that I don't know how many entrepreneurs do that. And so it's really like how fast and accelerated they're working. So, and also communication, and then just really making sure that you're working well together and not kind of bumping heads in that way. And so, I mean, I think that to me, I see it as a wow factor because you don't, I mean, I've worked on grants with people. I've never met them before. I've never had coffee with them, but we are just on it and we're getting it done and we're accelerated. And I'm very grateful to be able to communicate with people on different levels. So, but it has stretched me. I can tell you that.
That is so amazing. You know what Lina just said right there, learning to work with people, communicate with people, build a team, lead your team, work with your team. That is so great. So Dr. Faith, over to you now.
Wow. So here's the thing about entrepreneurs, we value our time. And one of the things that really allow us to be successful is time management. So we are 50 minutes in to our live. Okay. Hello, Alfie. Okay. Um, he's listening in. He has a little one. We understand. Dr. Alfie Lewis is one of our top creators. He's in the chat. Thanks for joining us. But here's what the question that I have, and we're going to round off with this. What is it that you love about Vonza? Now, I know Erica has been plugging Vonza, shouting out Vonza throughout this entire time. And you can tell that it's just really integrated and really works well with your business and what you're doing, and the vision that you have for the future. But we
Yeah.
would love to just hear like what you love about Vonza. And
Yeah, so sorry, before they do that, right? Because
okay,
we're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes or so, want to keep it an
yeah,
hour, right? I want us to see if we can also answer some of the questions on the chat, right?
sure.
So anybody I can read some of the questions. So anybody, if you're listening, you have questions now. This is the best time for you to get like literally free coaching from these top creators, because otherwise you're going to have to spend a lot more money working with them, which we recommend also too. So she said, asking for help requires another level of trust for me when it comes to my baby business. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think that was a comment. I don't know if it's a
Yeah, it's
question.
a comment. So
Uh,
it's like when it comes to her baby, that's the business.
mhm.
Her business is her baby, and she doesn't just trust anybody.
Okay, so who can help? Who can answer that question for? I'll give us some tips.
You have to let go of trying to be in control with everything and delegate.
Yeah.
For
Amen.
sure.
That's right.
Awesome. All right. So Latoya said, time management, I'm working for sure. Anyone can give her a tip on how to better manage your time?
Oh, I don't have a
We
book.
could, yeah, sorry, there could be an approach which is okay. It's about transforming the seed. The brain waves are used to certain patterns. It's about
Yes.
transforming behavioral tendencies. This can be done with kinesiology. This is part of what is done. That would be the holistic or non-traditional way. So you bring an issue which is I have poor time management, and we work where was that implanted in the subconscious,
Mm.
and
Mhm.
forming that, seeing what's the seed of that, what's the belief system behind it, and things like that. So that's one element.
Wow, that was dope. So, guys, we have 2 more minutes for questions, right? So, if you have any question, go ahead and put it on the chat now. I think there's a 2 minutes delay with before it to pop up. So if you have any question, okay, Latoya said my mother, she was late for everything. So, Monica, do you think there could be a correlation with that?
Yeah.
100%, yeah, it's conditioning.
Yeah, if I can add, Latoya, is that, I think also it's a shift in expectation and intention, right? And so, if you were paid $500 an hour, will you be on time?
Mm,
If your client paid you $10,000 for an hour, would you be early? And so, wealthy mentality values time. So I would give a tip of using a calendar to block your time. And then also you can have reminders in there for your driving. So here in the Bay Area, it can take you an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to a city that's nearby. And so oftentimes when you're booking a client or booking a partner, you want to book that travel time in there with them. So they don't think the meeting's at 12 is actually they need to leave their office at 10:30 so they can find parking and be in your chair at the right time. So Latoya, it takes a shift in intentionality. I'm a woman of faith. I believe that God has you aligned for what's ahead. And when you make that shift for what's ahead, it's there. And so Monica's talking about the behaviors required, but it's also how you value yourself. And I think when you make that shift in how you value yourself, it changes everything.
And Lena,
Wow.
just to piggyback off of what you said, that's really powerful, especially for some of us who are very visual, and we may be extrinsically motivated. So if it's money, when we're blocking off our time, let's say we're blocking off time for work or we're blocking off time for emails, put a dollar sign but next to it. Like this, come on, hey, when I respond to these emails, this is generating $500. This is generating me $1,000. I bet you'll send those emails. Hold on, y'all. Let me send my emails. Wait a minute. Let me send my email. Right. So
Amen.
sometimes knowing how your brain works, right, Monica. If you're visual, play into the visualness of
Yep.
yourself. Give yourself that and don't feel like, oh, everything has to be on your
Yeah.
phone just because we live in a technological world. Here's another one.
Okay.
I think this one would be really good for Erica because she talked about this earlier. One of the biggest lessons for this year, to grow your business, you need a good team. And then Erica took it a step further and she was like, not only do you need a good team, but you need to put the right people in the right places.
Amen. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, and I liked your comment too about you have to let go of some things, and you have to be able to have a team that can take over the things that you need to drive your business forward. That's what I think I've realized is that I was one like I'm going to do it all, and then I was getting burnt out, and I'm like, nope. If we got to build the team, it has to run. I need to be at the high level stuff and the teaching, and the rest of it can fall on my team. So
That's so good. Because I would think that the high level stuff, the teaching and everything is your gift.
yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's so
Wow.
good.
And guys, those elements that have been mentioned by the other participants also have a psychological self-worth,
That's right.
control,
Mhm.
trusting, trusting the process. All those
Mm.
things are what in. So any support that people can get to work from the inside out, very important to together with the business coaches.
Exactly.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Angel
Very
said,
good.
do any of you have any rules
Good
for
question.
protecting your baby or business?
Before I take on a client, I make them sign a contract.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Amen.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
I say your business is a overflow of you. So if you protect you, you have proper boundaries, you have that self-worth, you're going to take those steps, and which
Yeah.
by virtue will allow you to protect your business. But contracts are an absolute, absolute,
Okay.
absolute, and don't underprice either.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Any other take on that? Any other creator want to chime in on that? On protecting your business? But maybe what I also add to, just to kind of play from another angle too, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes people get stuck with that thought of, oh, I need to protect my business first before I put it out there, right? I need to get a copyright. I need to get a trademark. I need to, and they just be there for 3 years and never move it.
Right.
So, Angel, also be careful that it's not fear that is coming across like, oh, I need to protect my business, right? Because I don't want anybody to steal my idea or my business or whatever the case is, right? So whatever God has for you, no one can really steal it and replicate it exactly the same way like you. Because God have already made you unique, right? So just be careful that in as much as you have your contracts and your boundaries, that you're not overthinking putting your business out there because you're so worried that somebody might steal it, right? So I would say maybe you just have to watch on that as well. Someone say get insurance. Okay, that is great. All right. So two questions before we wrap up. I do appreciate everyone's time. So I'm going to ask the last two questions. So the first question,
Okay.
everybody, give one tip. Anyone can go first. Give one tip to creators to help them win in 2024.
I'll go first because I do have to bolt. But I would say, write down. I always start by writing. I have a lot of ideas, right? Like every week, I'm like, I should do this and I should do that. So I write everything down in multiple notebooks, and then I sift through what am I passionate about? Because if you are not teaching or creating a course or whatever it is and you don't have passion behind it, your students and your audience, they'll see that, especially when it comes to social media. I work with a lot of people where their videos just don't perform, and I the first thing I notice is that they are not into that topic. They don't want to talk about that topic, but someone's told them
Mhm.
this is what you should do. So make sure that whatever you do, write down all of your ideas and pick out the ones that you feel strongly about, that there's passion behind it, and that you can have endless amounts of content no matter what it is. And I think years ago that's where I was, is I was doing something I didn't love, and then I made a shift, and it's like, okay, this is what I love and what I'm passionate about. So have passion behind whatever you do.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, we know Erica have to leave
Thanks for
soon.
being
Thank
with us,
you,
Thank you,
Erica.
Erica.
guys.
Thank you.
All right, so who wants to go next?
I oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say I'll go next, I guess, because I'm in the the next person in the lineup. Um, my tip is to plan out your day every single day. Even though it may not work out according to how you planned it, if you plan it out, you will procrastinate less and you won't waste time trying to wing it. And of course, make sure you are focusing on those most urgent things first to get them out of the way, because those are probably the things that you don't necessarily really want to do. So you delay on getting it done. So do those things first, and your day will go so much smoother.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Who's going next?
It seems like it's me next in the line. So, okay, so I'm gonna, there would be many other things from the logical perspective, but I'm gonna add maybe what is not out there. I would say create from a way that's aligned with you, because when we are in alignment, we are in flow. When we are in alignment with who we are meant to be here, when we know ourselves, okay, these are my qualities, these are my weaknesses, creating from alignment with that, and trying to create not only from the brain, which is a very small percentage of our potential, trying to create also learning when something feels right to you at other levels, at the gut level, at the intuitive level, at many other levels. And for that, we really need to tap into the other side of the brain, into the side of the nervous system that allows for that inner peace and harmony. And that's where the flow of ideas comes through, because trying to create just from pushing is very overwhelming and can actually block creativity. So that would be my advice for 2024. Try to create from a place of inspiration instead of urgency from the mind.
Awesome. Thank you. So, Lena?
Yeah, so great tips. I would share, I would say faith. Our Cobble Tree is founded on the kingdom principles. And I say faith because I think it's important as an entrepreneur is to activate your spiritual intelligence, because you can have all these skills and talents, but if you don't activate your faith, you won't execute it. And so that is a different level of confidence that you're coming from, and it will carry you through no matter what you're going through.
That is so awesome. Thank you, everyone. Before you go, can you guys just do a plug? Tell people what you love about Vonza, or why people should use it.
All right, well, I guess I'll go first. So I have been using Vonza for a very long time. I think
You're OG.
first launch. So it has grown, and I have been able to implement so many of the features into running Moms That Boss. So I'm super excited about that. And the thing that I'm most excited about right now is the community feature, which is where I host the Moms That Boss Inner Circle, which is super cool. I love everything about it. And the one thing that I love most is I was using so many different things. And now I have everything pretty much underneath one platform. So, one, that saves me money. And two, I don't have to log into all these different places to run my business. And for those of you who are moms who are looking to, of course, elevate their lifestyle and business, I'm going to give you guys a free gift, which is on momsthatboss.club. It is my MB3 method to help you guys in 2024. And guess what? It's built on Vonza.
And you said that's
Awesome.
moms at boss.club.
Club, yes. Um, .club will take you there. .com will take you to the main website. So to get the freebie, it's at momsthatboss.club.
Okay.
All right, go put down the screen. All right, Monica,
Yes,
you can
put it on
go.
screen. Monica?
Okay, so what I really love about Vonza is that I don't have to put 100 pieces together and make them talk to each other. I built before with WordPress and I know what
Oh.
it takes and I can do it. But the problem, I have the brain to do it. The problem is that it kills my creativity
Mm,
because what by the time that I figure all that technology, my other side of the brain has gone on a holiday. It's not there anymore. There is no creativity. So when I work with Bonsa, I don't kill my creativity because the technology is so easy. I was so reluctant to go through that process again. And I was literally praying, like, I wish there was an option where something was, I'm a bit of a visionary. And I was imagining this option. And that's when I started searching, and that's when I found Bonsa. So that's why I said it was an answer to my prayers because I literally had it in my mind's eye, and I was wishing someone had created that. I didn't want to kill my creativity, and that's why
mhm.
I was stuck because I thought if I go into this technology, putting together 100 pieces, then what's the point? I'm not going to have anything to put in it because I have to recover from that massive process killing my other side of the brain. So I love that I don't have to go through that process and I can just create.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Lena, you go last.
So I speak in acronyms, and so as I'm listening to our entrepreneurs and creators share what I see Vonza, because when Addie shared with me, I was like, "You're kidding me! There's no way!" Like and he's like, "It's all in one." So I will give you the acronym ROSE. So I know that Vonza is a robust has robust products and services. It provides full bid optimization. Also that it streamlines your business and and it provides a higher level of execution, and that is the difference with Vonza because it
Nice.
is one, and it's very very different from every other product because it's all in one, and so and because of the robust products and services, most definitely. So I love Vonza. I
Awesome.
think it's awesome. I mean, everybody should get a tattoo like Vonza. Like it's like it's definitely a revenue creator, but it's like it's an all in one. You don't have to buy tons of different products because it's all in one, and then you're giving away or providing this an incredible amount of value. It's giving us a different level of opportunity for all of us as entrepreneurs, and we're very grateful.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll look forward to seeing you all. We're having Vonza Fest in Atlanta, September 20
20th,
something, something.
21st.
We're going to start really pushing it in January, which is next week. So we look forward to seeing you guys and everybody. You're going to be meeting our top creators, and it's going to be big family in Atlanta. So we're going to be pushing it out more in January. We look forward to seeing you all. So thank you all for coming. I'll let Dr. Faith close it out. Guys, happening now. So, mom.boss.club. Monica, what's your link? Lena, what's your link? If you have that, let's go down the chat quick. Then Dr. Faith close us out.
Monica, what's your link?
My link is holistic mind body temple.com.
Okay.
All right.
Holistic.
And
Holistic
Lena?
So we're at www.cobbletree.com,
Okay.
and we're still working on our website. So you see under construction, that might be why.
All
Okay.
right. We just put
Awesome.
it
So
in the
close us out.
comments.
Perfect. Thank
Yes.
you.
So you guys can reach out to some of our creators. They have given us not only their time, which we know is precious, but they have given us their experience, their knowledge. They've gone through the work of entrepreneurship and gave us so many gems today. So we are so grateful and thankful for that. Just like Dr. Vonza said, We're going to be seeing our creators live in person, face to face, September 20th through the 21st next year, 2024, in Atlanta, Georgia for Vonza Fest. So listen, as I would tell my girls, y'all get y'all coins together so we can happen. Okay, if you got to road trip it, if you got to fly, if I don't care what you got to do, get here, block it out. Okay, because we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have over 500 creators all in one place. And one thing I know about creative people, when you rub elbows with other creators, like that
Amen.
creativity just starts,
Amen.
just starts moving in you. So
Right.
we said we're going to make 2024 a phenomenal year. Bonza Fest is absolutely going to do that. We're going to be giving away awards. We're going to be giving away scholarships, and somebody's going to walk away with a
Amen.
big fat check for their business, right? I'm excited. I can't wait for it. It'll be amazing. And we're going to have some great events too, because if you work hard, you got to party hard. Hey,
That's right.
hey.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
Awesome.
thinking maybe we can add a champagne,
Oh,
mixer. I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Either way, make plans to come to Vonza Fest. We appreciate you guys joining us and celebrating our top creators for 2023. Thank you guys so much for being with us, for lending your experiences and everything. Someone said, I can't wait to witness the epicness because it will be epic. Guys, we're so excited for what
All
is to
right.
come. If you have not started your platform on Vonza, please make sure to go to www.vonza.com so that you can start your free trial. And if you know that you need this platform, it's an answer to your prayers, bypass the trial and gain access to all the different features that Vonza has to offer you. Dr. Vonza?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You're running
Okay.
off, right?
So yes, we're gonna be logging off. I just wanted to. I thought you wanted to say something. So
No.
thank you guys so much for being with us. Thank you for our creators who were able to join us this morning. Make sure you go to www.vonza.com/pricing. And if you are catching the replay, make sure you put it in the comments. Replay, because this is so worthy of replay. We appreciate you guys. We'll definitely see you soon. Here's to a phenomenal new year 2024. There's nowhere else to go but to the top, and we'll see you there.